Welcome back to Fight Night. Getting set for more action. The fighters in the ring. Let's go to Ed Darian for the introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 6 rounds, and it's in a junior welterweight division. The referee for this bout is Ken Zimmer. Introducing first in the blue corner, wearing the purple trunks with the white trim. He weighed in at an even 139 pounds. This young man is undefeated in 11 pro bouts, including 1 draw with 7 knockouts. From Brooklyn, New York, ladies and gentlemen, here is Pedro Iron Hand Saiz. And his opponent in the red corner, wearing the black trunks with the red and white trim. He tipped in at an even 138 pounds. This young man is undefeated in 7 pro bouts, including 1 draw with 5 knockouts. From Brooklyn, New York, boxing fans, here is Gerald Gray.
Bob Jackson handles Gerald Gray, who's 24 years old. Pedro Saiz, interesting story, is managed by Ruth Bober, one of the few women involved in boxing, and she thinks she's got a real good prospect here. There is Ruth Bober at ringside. She has managed him for his last 10 bouts. Saiz, 25 years old, from the Dominican Republic, has been in the U.S. since September of 1990. He has 6 first-round knockouts. He's a southpaw and lands a straight left on Gerald Gray. Gray is 24 years old. He's fought his last 3 fights in France. His last one was in April. Only blemish on Gray's record, a 4-round draw in May of last year, and that was with Curly Sanders in New York. Saiz fought a draw in the spring of 1991, a majority decision draw against Derek Parks, a 4-round draw.
Well, here we have that tough southpaw again, Sam. And you can see that Saiz relies on that straight left hand. That first left hand he threw showed tremendous power.
Ruth Bober and the Saiz contingent hoping for a strong performance by Saiz tonight. They're hoping that Madison Square Garden Boxing will sign Saiz to a developmental contract and promote his future fights. Gray looking very calm. Saiz sharp with a jab.
And we mentioned that Gray fought his last 3 fights in France. I just wonder how many southpaws he's fought in his entire amateur and professional career, because sometimes you go in there and they don't research the opponent. You don't find out he's a southpaw until you get in there.
Gray switched briefly to southpaw and has switched again. Good right to the body by Gray. Well, he's giving Saiz a little dose of his own medicine. I don't know how many southpaws Saiz has fought, Gil.
Well, he looks in the mirror every night when he shadow boxes.
Good left hand by Gray. They traded lefts.
Saiz may have an advantage with this switch of Gray to southpaw, because we know that Saiz is a natural southpaw. We're not so sure about Gray. He may be giving something up.
Saiz caught Gray coming in with a right hand. Gray a little bit off balance. Now trying to fight back and throwing a nice flurry. Coming to the end of round 1.
Home Sports Entertainment celebrates the weekend with only the best sports programming.
Round 2 scheduled for 6. Pedro Saiz in the purple trunks. In the black trunks, Gerald Gray. Saiz in the amateurs. Fought in the Pan Am Games in 1987. Fought in the Olympics in 1988 for the Dominican Republic. Was 1-1 in each of those 2 tournaments. Good quick left by Gray. Gray covering up. Saiz not finding an opening. Oh, nice combination that rocked Saiz.
Gray, again, throws beautiful combination. Oh,
got their legs entangled.
Looked to me as if Gray might hurt his leg that time, Sam. The way it was twisted around, but he's okay. Thank God for that.
Gray switching to southpaw again.
Come on, Pete. Let's go, Pete.
Saiz applying pressure. Big trade again. Good lefts by Gray. Landed 3 of them.
And then Saiz came back with a straight left. Both of these guys have tested and tasted the other guy's best punch in this fight.
Gerald Gray had 4 fights in 1991. This is his 2nd this year. Saiz just missing with both hands.
He's really setting down on his punches, Sam. He's really letting everything go with each punch. Up to this point, they've been missing.
This is Saiz's 3rd fight this year. He had a couple that fell out. Or actually, his opponents withdrew. Ruth Bober, his manager, very upset because she felt she had signed contracts and the fighters pulled out and nothing happened. Good right hand by Gray got in.
Gray has been very effective in making Saiz miss up to this point.
So again, a good left hand by Gray. End of round 2. Round 3 scheduled for 6. How have you scored the first 2, Gil?
I gave the first 2 to Gray very, very close. And you, Sam?
I gave Saiz the first round close. I gave Gray the 2nd round, a little wider margin that time. Gray with a right, Saiz with a left. Both punches landing. Saiz pressing. Gray trying to find some punching room. Good work with the left hand by Gray. That's been his best, I think, Gil.
Good body punches by Gray.
Good left hand. Ooh.
Actually, he's the guy that's on the ropes, and he's the guy that's been doing the more effective scoring.
Saiz trying to find an opening, has thrown some uppercuts. He's trying to find some opening for the body shots. Good left hand by Saiz.
And Gray should not be fighting off the ropes. He should be in the center of the ring.
Good flurry by Gray. Backed Saiz up momentarily. Right landed on the chin. Good left by Gray again. He has landed some real good left hands. Saiz goes with a left hand. Trying to set it up. Trying to measure with that for the left hand. Saiz going to the body on the inside.
And Gray has the better legs of the 2 fighters. Good fight up, right hook by Saiz.
He landed 3 inside. Real close. And here comes Gray back with his left hand. Some straight left hand that landed by Saiz. After they both missed, Saiz finished with a straight left. Wow, they are just banging away. Good left hand by Saiz. Saiz looked like he was shaking a little bit.
And Saiz has got a nice mouse underneath his left eye.
Boy, this has been a toe-to-toe battle.
These are two tough guys, Sam. For a 6-round fight, these are two tough fights. You see Saiz loading up now, trying to throw, he's going to throw that straight left hand.
And that mouse under the left eye has opened up a little bit, and a trickle of blood coming down. Well, both fighters, a little hot dog action for a while, take a breather, then resume throwing punches. End of round 3. Whoa, there was some big punches thrown in that round. Saiz goes to his corner, breathes heavily, and the corner a little slow getting the stool in. Gray had been sitting on the stool for about 6 or 7 seconds by the time Saiz's people got the stool in.
And Saiz looked like he really was looking to sit down, Sam, the way he went back to that corner. He was tired. This is the kind of preliminary fight you hate to see either fighter lose.
And both fighters coming in with unbeaten records. See them working on the cut under the left eye of Pedro Saiz. It's Rafael Correa in the corner.
There's that right hook by Saiz.
Set for round 4. 25-year-old Pedro Saiz, two-time Central American champion as an amateur. 10-0-1 coming into this bout. Gerald Gray, 6-0-1.
Come on, Peter, yeah.
Gray landing a couple of rights, sensing he hurt Saiz, is following up.
Pedro, hit him.
And now Gray is talking to Saiz. Gray seems to be fighting with a lot of confidence right now, Sam. Of course, one big punch by Saiz can change all
there
that.
it was, though. Gray feinting and trying to draw Saiz in, but he got shaken by a good combination from Saiz. Now Gray covering up a little bit. He has switched back and forth from right hand to southpaw, trying to give Saiz a different look. Saiz throwing some big punches. Gray just covering.
And Saiz is setting before those punches, flat-footed and really putting everything he has into every punch.
Now Gray starting to open a little bit. And a nice combination by Gray, and a good shot to the body as he comes on. Good left hand by Gray, and Saiz answers. Heads have banged together a little bit. Saiz not sharp with that jab, not crisp with it, just kind of pawing with it. Gray lands a good right hand. Saiz coming back.
Come on, Pedro! Hit him!
I think Gray should make up his mind which way he wants it. Bleeding from the nose now, Gray.
Good left hand by Saiz.
Finish him off!
And again, Gray tasting that blood. It has dripped into his mouth.
Finish him!
And it looks like Gray has slowed down his attack.
Light it up!
Saiz has been the man coming on.
Come on, Pedro, finish him!
Left hand again that lands. Gray bleeding as we come to the end of round 4. Out for round 5. How do you have it scored, Gil?
I have Gray slightly ahead, but in a very, very close fight. And Gray is now also cut over his left eye, Sam, and still bleeding from the nose.
They haven't stopped the bleeding from his nose. Some big shots landed in that 4th round. I have Saiz ahead by 2 points, but a couple of those rounds very, very close. Saiz goes for a walk. I would think after hurting Gray in that last round that Saiz would want to go for it a little bit and maybe weaken Gray some more.
It would seem that way to me too, Sam. He seemed to have taken a lot of that early confidence that Gray had away from him too, but if he allows Gray back into this thing now because he had such a good round the last round.
Straight left hand for Saiz. That's his best punch.
And Gray, Sam, has really not mounted an offense at all in this round.
Now he does. Gray switching to southpaw, got caught with a quick left hand by Saiz.
That's why I say I wish he'd pick one way to fight, Sam, because he may be confusing himself more than he is Saiz. He is a talented fighter. Gray, there's no question about that. But he just is not mounting enough of an offense at the moment.
Both fighters, instead of concentrating on what they have to do, kind of taunting one another. Not much happening in this round. There's a quick left by Gray. And I really think Saiz has let a big advantage go away. It looked like he had hurt Gray. There's a good flurry by Saiz, but
nice
Gray
left
answers.
hook.
Not much snap on the jab of Pedro Saiz.
And Gray is landing a lot of clean punches in this round.
Good flurry by Gerald Gray. Time winding down in the 5th.
The new Gold River Adventure Ride at Six Flags.
It's like being in a cartoon.
Hold on there. I'm the star of this show, and I see no people in cartoons. Just a varmint hero, a real handsome villain, a couple of traps, a few contraptions, and... Oh, now what'd you have to go and do that for?
Come in a cartoon.
Oh, no, 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 no people in cartoons, no way!
And come on out for the other rides. Fun Chops and Cartoon Stars in Looney Tunes Land. Only at Six Flags. Nothing else comes close.
If you're in business, you know advertising can be a hit or miss proposition. Some is off target, and even the big idea can fall short. But advertising on cable TV is a surefire way to reach your most likely customer. Because whoever you're aiming for, there's a cable channel that targets your buyers in your area. Cable TV advertising.
6th and final round in a close, tough battle between two undefeated fighters. Gerald Gray in the black trunks, Pedro Saiz in the purple. Here they go. Gray unleashing a good attack with fast hands. Saiz trying to bang him off. Gray throwing more punches. Saiz able to back him up with a left hand. Then Saiz takes a breather. Why is he stopping? Could be he's tired.
They both took a breather after that flurry. Gray came out like he was going to chase Saiz out of the ring. He took a little breather.
Gray throwing a couple of left hands. Boy, Saiz drops that right way down, doesn't he?
Saiz looks like he's dead tired right now, Sam.
Gray banging with the left hand. Saiz trying to load up. Just trying to dig down and try and throw a few left hands, but nothing's coming out. The tank may be empty. Gray lands a left hand. And Saiz coming back.
But both of these guys want to stay undefeated. No question about that.
They have landed some big shots. Saiz measuring for the left hand. Now Gray languishing on the ropes. Gray landing a couple of punches in close. Saiz scoring with his left hand. What a battle. Not much to choose from here, Gil. It's real close.
I'd like to see this fight end in a draw,
It could be. It could be. It's that close.
Both of these guys are taking tremendous punishment. They're both tired and they're both throwing punches.
Not much left for Saiz. He's sitting back on the ropes, throws a left.
He is tired, Sam. He is tired.
Gray.
He is tired. Gray doesn't have much to get off with either.
Man, good combination by Saiz. Gray chops a left in there. Saiz gets a right hand in there.
Ain't gonna be no rematch.
Oh, man. What a battle. Gray trying to finish with a flurry.
And he is finishing with a flurry.
And that's it. Man, they bang away at the bell. Oh. And even Gil is applauding. What a battle. There's Ruth Bober, Pedro Saiz's manager. I wonder what she's thinking right now. She's asking, who do you think won? Who do you think won?
Don't ask me, Sam.
I think it's a draw.
Don't
I really
ask
do.
me. I'd like to see it called a draw.
I think it. I can see it. It's that close.
Oh, my yes. They did work, didn't they? Let's do it one more time.
What a battle. Gerald Gray, 24 years old, coming back after 3 fights in France. There's Pedro Saiz. He's been waiting for this opportunity to fight at Madison Square Garden.
That's what I like to see. They always say that the intent in boxing is to hurt the other fighter. How many times do you see after a tough fight the guys hug each other? They get respect for each other.
Terrific battle. Boy, this was one tough fight. Gray cut under the right eye, bleeding from the nose. Pedro Saiz. His father is a real estate lawyer in the Dominican Republic, and he sends him tapes of his fights. His father says he needs to work on defense in the gym. He certainly has some powerful offense.
Well, he's had so many amateur fights, Sam. By now, he should really know how to defend himself.
Cards have been collected.
All right, here we go.
All right, Ed Darian. Let's find out who wins.
Ladies and gentlemen, the scoring by points as follows. Judge Dr. Marvin Goldberg observed 59-55.
Ooh, one-sided.
Judge Carol Castellano watched it even at 57-57.
Okay. That's how we saw
And
it.
Judge Chick Hill, he scored it 57-56 for the winner by majority decision. And still undefeated, Pedro Saiz.
Pulls it out. Can't get much closer.
Well,
Marvin Goldberg went one-sided for Saiz. One judge, Carol Castellano, a draw, and then a one-point decision by Chick Hill.
Well, there you go.
Terrific bout.
Gray's undefeated. Skane come to an end by 1 point. Boiled down to 1 point. And I don't think I could pick a winner in this fight.
No, too hard. I thought a draw would have been acceptable on all counts, but Pedro Saiz remains undefeated. He's 11-0-1. Hope you enjoyed Fight Night from the Paramount. For Gil Clancy, our producer, John Gallagher, director, Bob Lewis, this is Sam Rosen. We'll see you from Charleston, South Carolina, June 26th. Fight Night has been brought to you by Bud Light. Everything else is just a light. Stefan Johnson won the rematch against Willie Wise.